Good morning and welcome to a work day in my life. We are getting kind of a slow start this morning, but that's okay because I have a flexible start time at work. So I'm allowed to have a slow start if I want it. Probably needed a bigger plate. I was about to say my goal was to be out of here by 7, but it is currently 7, so my goal is to be out of here by 7:10. Seems reasonable because I'm at the point where I just have to like put everything together to leave. But if you are new to the channel and don't know, hi, I'm Sandra. I'm a 26-year-old occupational therapist living in Denver, Colorado, and today I'm going to bring you along for a little work day in my life and kind of show you my usual routines. Obviously, occupational therapy, I work in healthcare. I can't bring you like truly along for my day, but I haven't done a great job in the past, so I'm going to do a better job today. Oh my Lanta, is it sunny around these parts? My hair is a tangled mess, so I'm just tossing the ponytail into a braid because it instantly looks 3% more polished that way. Or at least I like to believe that, but the back of my head, honestly, none of my business. I did forget that today is a holiday, which is great because I'll be paid what I'm worth with the time and a half instead of 75% of what I'm worth. Oops. Said that out loud, didn't I? Again, though, it's not my hospital. It's the greater Denver metro area. The only places where you're actually paid what OT should be paid is places that work you into the bone. Whatever. Honestly, today's been hectic. I just got home from work, but let me tell you about my day because it was a pretty normal one, actually. So my role at the hospital is that I'm kind of more of our float therapist, where if we need someone to cover rehab, then that's usually me. So I work like give or take 2 to 3 days in our acute care hospital, and then 2 to 3 days on our rehab unit. Depending on census and staffing, I cover down there. I was full on rehab today, which means I didn't see any patients in the acute, like normal hospital. And it was kind of fun. What I like about our hospital, usually if we have a patient on rehab, they were at one point an acute patient in our hospital. That's not always 100% of the time the case. But I had one patient on rehab who I had seen, who's been like a longer stay. And this patient has been in the hospital for like 40 days. And I literally saw this patient from like not being able to tolerate sitting at the edge of bed to walking mud-eye in the room. That's like the coolest part of the job, because when you're just in acute care and you're just seeing people at their sickest and their worst, it's hard to imagine how that gets any better. And I see that a lot. I see a lot of people I see myself reflected in them, and I think, oh my God, what is this person's life going to look like? Because I'm seeing on them within the first 10 days of like a very severe injury. And that can be hard to say the least. So it was extra rewarding today. To get to see this patient who I had seen in their earliest days of suffering, to them walking around with a walker, getting themselves dressed, getting themselves showered, all the things. And also to know that it was my work that led to that. So that was a cool full circle moment, and I'm happy that I got to have it. And it was kind of one of those like, oh, that's why. Ding, ding, ding. There it is. But otherwise, it was just kind of a hectic day, and that's okay.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Rather than take it out and then they go to the next one.
Yeah.
He said the injections is...
Now that I had my after school snack, I'm gonna look at my to-do list, because the reality of the world is that I have crap to do after work. I don't just hang out. I need a vlog. Success. I'm doing that. I need to make a short that I also need to upload. That's just gonna be a quick debt update. I have lifting on here. That's like maybe, and then I have to film my net worth video. So I did change, but I'm gonna change again into something that I can film in. I'll toss some makeup in. I might make this ponytail a little cuter, and we're gonna film. That's gonna be the goal. Okay, obviously I'm not filming my video yet, but I wanted to take a second and just chat with you guys because I think I've shared a lot about how I really struggle with discipline and routine and prioritizing myself. And so earlier when I was like, lifting's a maybe, I just had a quick realization. I was like, that's not a maybe. It needs to get done. I'm having a hard time balancing everything because time just seems to fly. And then the easiest thing to get pushed, because it's also the hardest thing to motivate myself to do, is work out and take care of myself. And then I get frustrated when I go for a hike and I'm winded, or my clothes don't fit me how I want to, or whatever it is. I like talk about routine, I talk about discipline, and at the end of the day, it is just hard. And it feels like my doing the maximum of what I can do is just scraping by to get things done. You can count on me in a vlog to just ramble about something for a little while. That's basically a guaranteed. That's how I've been feeling, and I'm trying really hard to have the discipline to take care of myself, because ultimately at the end of the day, like, what's it all for? And the things that I want to be doing are hiking, running, spending time outside, spending time with friends, and I can't do any of that if I don't have my health. So all of the other stuff should be secondary. And I think the biggest thing for me has been letting go of perfectionism around it. Like, I used to be like, well, I can't do a full workout, so I'm not gonna work out at all. So like today I just was like, I'm doing 3 moves. That's it. It'll take 20 minutes to get through the sets, and that'll be that. But at least I move my body and put some weight on it, which will help my bone density and all the things more than if I didn't. So maybe I'm onto something. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you're like, Sandra, that's way out of left field and no one relates to you. But hey, if I can relate to one person, then maybe it's all worth it. Or maybe future me watching this back will be like, you fool, you had none of it figured out. Or maybe she'll be like, heck yeah, good job. Those little pieces added up. Give this video a like so I don't feel like I'm doing nothing. Anyways, I'm gonna go upstairs and get ready and film, and hopefully this bun took my braid poof and turned it into nice, cute, loose waves. 2 birds, 1 stone, baby. Oh, fuck. Whatever, the internet's not forever or anything, right? BTS. And this might be a little unique to my situation, but I do really like my job. Now Jake and I are gonna have our monthly finance meeting. We just chat and go over the month together, don't we?
We do.
Let's tell the people how over budget we were. You guys already saw the monthly reset, so you can hear this.
Only $419.
$419 over budget. All right, we're gonna chat. I'll be back. We got this puzzle from Goodwill, and it has all the pieces, so that's good. We finished it. It took us 2 nights, probably 2 hours total of work. We want to have more chill, forced relaxation. We don't do a good job of just sitting down, and we're not really the big like TV people or anything. So we were like, let's get puzzles. So we went to Goodwill and we got 5 puzzles. This one was 500 pieces, the rest are 1,000 pieces that we'll just have on the dining room table. We don't use the dining room table to eat. We just have puzzles. I'm very excited about it. And this one is the first one that we did. And it was actually pretty easy, but it was nice because it just like gave us something to focus on. We chit-chatted. Good wind down. If you need one, go to Goodwill, get some puzzles. Not guaranteed to have every piece.